welcome to the conversation. Now,
thank you for having me on board.
We know that when the president drove into Lagos right after winning the elections, Nigerians complained about the motorcade, how long it was. Here we are again, end of the year, and another show of I don't even know what's called. Is it show of popularity, or what exactly?
That was more of a show of waste. And insensitivity. Because what we just saw rubbishes whatever he had to say in his New Year broadcast. It shows distance, that he's not in sync with the people. And then why I say show of waste is this. When you look at any security man you show that picture, will say that was just a very useless show of bravado. Because most of the soldiers who were armed did not have to be there. All it will take is security DSS. This is a civilian president, for goodness sake. We're not in a war situation. Those soldiers there should have been in Plateau State guarding Nigerians, guarding the villagers who were slaughtered by Islamist terrorists. They had no business being in Lagos with a president who was just having a holiday.
But yes. What is the difference between this motorcade and the movement of presidents of the U.S. when he moves around? Is there a major difference?
Yes, there's a major difference. The president of the U.S. has a multi-trillion-dollar economy. He has nuclear armaments. He has the largest economy in the world. He can afford to have his beasts, the limos, all there because they're all made in the U.S. But in this instance, you don't produce jack. You produce nothing. And you're about there flaunting what you don't. The irony is this. We have a situation whereby president goes flaunts all this about, and Nigeria is one of the most highly indebted nations, the poverty capital of the world, and this is UN statistics. So what business has he got to do moving around like that?
Barrister, I would like to come to you that, well,
yes.
the president and his people at this point might want to make a case on the fact that that motorcade consists of both legislators who are Lagosians, who were also in the state to possibly have the celebration and, of course, welcome the president into the state. So do you not share that school of thought that it might just be some legislators, including the governor as well, in that case?
Now, everything's about optics. Okay. What does anybody looking at that motorcade see? Or what is it all about? Just flaunting wealth. If any of those cars on that convoy was made in Nigeria and it was patronizing Nigeria, then we'll begin to understand. But even if all the Lagos State legislators were there, governors were there, you wonder what was that show all about? You're flaunting Toyota vehicles or maybe American vehicles and all that stuff. What has it got to do with Nigeria? And ironically, look at the filth
on the streets.
That
was the first thing that caught my attention.
Yes, look at the filth. Yes. So when you look at the whole stuff, I don't know what image Mr. Tinubu was trying to project. But all I know is this. This is a homeboy coming to show off. I'm now the president. I got all this motorcade and you got to respect me. That's all I saw there. And he made sure he passed through the most congested part of the market area. And the worry is this. With the training of some of these soldiers, if there had been a firecracker explosion just for one that was innocuous, there would have been fatalities recorded there. So that was an unnecessary show. It didn't add to him being the president, for goodness sake. He should have taken a better course than what he did.
All right,
sorry. Compare that, because that happened the same day the British Prime Minister, Richie, was going back to Yorkshire from London. Look at the pattern. The British Prime Minister, a nuclear-powered superpower, the Prime Minister of a nuclear-powered superpower was going home by train, and he was doing stopovers, looking at the people, shaking hands, buying gifts to the constituents, trying to entice and make himself lovable to the people. And what does this man do? Brandish his AK-47 with haggard-looking soldiers who might not have been paid. And like I said, these are soldiers who should have been in Plateau State, not wasting their time following a head of state who had nothing to do with them.
All right, John, please, let's get your view on that as well, because I was going to ask you.